Greetings and welcome, one and all. I am Dr. Wolf, and welcoming you to the fourth gaming session for Dungeons and Dragons with Brony reviewers of the YouTube community. Josh, what sort of story do you have in store for us this day?
All right. Well, things got a little tense at the end of the last one, and now we're gonna have to deal with the repercussions of that one. And Jomo, if you could cancel your camera and mic, that'd be great. Thank you.
Hang on one sec. Oh, your brother.
Yeah. Thank you. So yes. Anyways, he's spectating because he wants a couple more ideas because he likes listening into this.
I can't imagine why. We're such a tight-knit group, aren't we?
Yes. Tight-knit and completely under control at all times.
And extremely mature. Now, Sweetie Bloom is hoping to join us later on in the session this evening, but she's still at work. We'll see whether she can come join us in an hour, maybe 2 hours at the most. But we have the rest of the group here, and we are quite eager to continue on from where we left off last time.
But yeah, it's so I'm assuming we don't need any more introductions.
Nah, just the daily routine.
I think everyone knows who we are at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't, get educated.
We got the elf, the half-elf, the dwarf, the master, the dragon, the animal talker, and the one with the arrows.
Saurian.
I suppose I should mention...
a partridge in a pear tree.
Right. I suppose I should mention to everybody listening in, Lightning Bliss is currently on her phone, and she won't be in the Roll20 window with everybody else, and she's not going to be able to roll for herself, but we will do so on her behalf.
Yay!
Right.
Dang it, still look at my character sheets though. Haha!
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess this started.
All right.
Let's get it started.
I just sang that!
All right.
Well, call me a mimic.
More like rip-off.
Oh wait, hang on. That's not working. Give me a second. I need to hit refresh.
I am gonna have to use all of my imagination because I'm probably not gonna be able to
Don't
hear
you
the
play with
music.
Don't you do that.
There you go. Okay. Right.
All right.
Our heroes are in a tense situation. Before arriving in Gatless Town, Amber was plagued by a horrible nightmare. They begin to realize the scope of Simulus' power and decide to take prevention measures. During their brief preparation, Ivan met a mysterious old bard with whom played beautiful music and was given a strange song. Not only was Phaethurin able to figure out the effects of the poison they brought, but was able to obtain a history tome through Cross's efforts. Afterwards, it was discovered that Jalarum's mother was kidnapped by slavers, who turned out to be succubi after the rescue mission. The party is now angry with Jamia for not giving them more information to better prepare. And this is only the beginning.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Wah, wah, wah.
Oh. Looks like I'm the first one up.
Yes, it was.
Give it a second. Still loading.
That song gets in your head, man.
And it's almost noon.
Almost new. Wow.
Hear Jamia outside.
Have we been sleeping in that
Hear
long?
Jamia outside say, "Hurry up! You're gonna be late."
Crap.
I'm awake. All
right. I just did a quick spot check, make sure I could where the heck everyone is. Oh, +7.
Yep. Roll spot check.
Rolling 16.
You see a 16. It's you see that the bed next to you, which used to be Cross's, 8.
Sorry, repeat that.
You see that the you see that the bed that's next to you, that is apparently crosses, is not made.
Uh-oh. Huh. Guess housekeeping didn't arrive yet.
Anything else?
Let's do a quick search, I guess. Search the room. Make sure I didn't miss anything.
Okay, go for it.
That's plus 8.
I broke my dice.
27. Ooh, that's nice.
All right. You see that even though it looks like that cross left in a hurry, he still was able to grab all of his things.
Oh crap! Oh crap! That reminds me. I gotta go to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
I had to wherever the front door is.
Did
someone turn the lights on?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Thank you. All right. I guess I'll head down. Head next room.
Yeah.
Why is everything like all black now?
Another search or spot.
There had to be
Ah,
one in this session. Just one.
Another spot.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
Sorry.
I forgot to put on music. Give me a second.
I
Okay.
tell you, I wouldn't be able to hear it anyway. I will use my imagination.
There we go.
Imagination.
Imagination.
Nick.
Only trick
Okay.
is I can't close my eyes. I'll fall asleep.
Okay. Anything else you're doing?
That was my rule for spot.
Spot. You see the remains of breakfast on the table. So you've using your deductive skills, you probably can guess that you slept in probably until noon.
Yeah. It was a lot. Last time I go adventuring past midnight. I'm gonna quick search the desk here. Make sure it's
All right.
20.
20. You look at the paper on the desk and you see it like it's very, very scribbly.
Oh, aha! Wait, I have a thing for this. Where is it? Oh, I'm gonna use decipher script. See if I can read it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a skill.
Yep. And 14.
You look at you pick it up and you're trying to look at it and it just kind of looks like that, just scribbles.
Can't tell if someone was writing something or if they were just like bored.
You didn't make a high enough DC in order for me to tell you.
All right. I'll keep the I'll put it in my pocket for now. Hopefully I can read it later.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I guess I'll. No. Oh wait, there's 2 other rooms. There's one to the left, right?
Yep.
All right. Just see
All
if
right.
there.
All right, you're gonna go in.
Oh wait. Should probably knock first. Make sure no one's. Make sure someone isn't. Just sleeping.
Okay.
Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta feed the pigs.
Good. There a thing for knocking on the door?
Not really. You just knock.
I knocked the door.
Just knock.
All right. So you knock on the door and you don't hear anything.
Okay. Open the door and enter.
All right. You put your hands on the doorknob and you hear a click.
Oh. Crap.
What?
That's not good.
This is already sounding very ominous.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay,
Oh,
hang on
you
a
got
second.
it.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
seems familiar.
Very familiar.
What is?
Ooh,
it must have been cheering.
there's the crowd is cheering.
Yeah,
Yes,
that or
you're back in the arena and you hear the sounds of cheering.
Huh.
You hear the
Oh, this
announcer say, bring out the combatants.
Huh. This is I assume that's me.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait a second. Hold on a second.
Oh.
Oh,
Man.
That is.
This is not kosher.
I'm fighting my mom.
Yeah, you hear the crowd begin to chant, "Death, death, 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 death."
I don't have. I searched for my short sword.
All right.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, you pull out your short sword.
However, I go up to her. Not in an offensive stance.
Non-hostile.
Non-hostile stance.
All right.
What's going on?
All right.
Apparently, I'm fighting my mom in a dream. I'm thinking.
You notice your neck beginning to warm.
Oh.
Search check.
Yeah.
Spot. 24.
You notice that there's a collar around your neck.
oh no.
I spot. I'm gonna do that same thing on my mother in front of me. Oh God! Wow.
Ooh.
Okay, not gonna happen.
Whoops.
Yeah. Roll a d8.
Son of a gun.
Did you hurt yourself just by
Please be
checking?
low. Please be low. Ugh.
You take 6 damage
Oh.
because the collar has shocked you.
Oh. I'm taking. I go down to 1 knee.
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Just doing math.
And you see this person come out.
Uh-huh.
Oh, freaking course.
Why am I not surprised?
The warden walks to you and says, "I don't think I need to tell you what happens when you disobey me."
No. Don't have to tell me a third time.
He lifts up his hand and it crackles. Your collar begins to warm up again. I don't want you to talk to try and defend yourself or say anything. All I want is blood. You are going to give it to me, and the crowd is going to get their blood.
Very well. I take my short sword and stab myself.
Wait. What?
Dude.
Roll attack.
Let's see. That's +7.
I don't know if this is a nightmare or not.
9.
I'm scared.
Oh, my armor class is not that. I'm thinking I miss.
Yeah, it's like you try to stab yourself, but the warden catches you. Roll a d8.
5.
Yikes! You're down to half health. The warden walks over to you and says, "Always so rebellious." He grabs you and puts his hand on your neck. Come on.
I do nothing.
You are back to full health.
Holy crap.
What?
I am in control here, not you. Now, you are going to stab her. Or else.
I'm thinking to myself, I know this is a dream. if I can, like this has to be my guilt towards something, like involving my mother. Very well. I roll 1d7. Roll attack. I mouth. I'm sorry. I love you. 23.
And
You wake up with a sharp pain across your face, and you see Cross's arm outstretched.
What the hell?
whoa, Jay, relax. I know a nightmare when I see one.
Oh, maybe. Well, I don't think so. This was no nightmare. This was all
Real?
Yeah.
Everyone starts to flood in. They apparently heard you screaming.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Jay, what happened?
I think my guilt from yesterday with my mother is coming back to literally bite me. Holy crap!
Explain what you saw.
I was in combat with my mother in the same arena the warden put us in.
Did you see the warden or did you hear him?
I saw him. I heard him. He said he was the one in control.
Interesting.
That's what that voice said to me in my dream, or something similar.
That explains it then.
This can't go on. I just. What time is it?
It's roughly about noon.
Now, it's about in the morning. It's like everyone hasn't even eaten breakfast yet.
Oh, I need something to calm my nerve.
You, Bliss.
I
roll a
can
spot
hear that
check,
from all the
everybody.
way over here, Amber.
Yeah,
Roll a spot check, you said?
Yes,
Yep.
everyone roll a spot check.
All right.
Okay.
Spot check coming up.
13.
Could someone roll a 2d22 for me?
Okay,
I'll roll-
D20 plus
I'll
2.
I'll roll the d20 plus 2.
Thank you.
Okay.
15.
There we go.
Oh, good one.
All right.
There's my critical failure.
What'd I get?
You got it.
You got
a
16.
Hey.
Cross actually looks left and right. It's like, hey, wait a minute. Where's Jamia?
Where is Jamia? Isn't she with us?
What room was Jamia in?
The room right there.
Well, then let's go investigate.
Knock first.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the door first, but I assume that Amber was in there with her, weren't you?
Oh.
I kind of don't remember. I was asleep.
Okay,
You're
well,
actually asleep upstairs.
okay,
Oh.
so knocking on the door.
You do not hear a response.
Oh.
Amber, you want to open the door here, please?
Okay.
Gentlemen.
What do I roll?
Don't roll anything.
Just
Just
open the
You
door.
can just-
Okay, I'll open it. Open your door.
You notice that the door is actually unlocked.
Oh, it's unlocked. Okay, that's interesting. Your Highness, I'm coming in.
What?
oh, wait a second.
Someone's busy.
Uh-oh.
There's
What
an
is this?
extensive pile of papers scattered around the room. You see Jamia passed out on the desk, quill still in hand. There are multiple magical compendiums open and even volumes from an encyclopedia of all known creatures.
Okay, somebody is clearly a workaholic.
No. She doesn't look well.
Okay, I approach Jamia to wake her up.
All right.
Whoa.
So how are you going to try and wake her up?
I'm gonna gently place a hand on her shoulder and gently rub it back and forth.
All right.
Gentlemen. Gentle shake awake.
It's a gentle shake, basically. It's how I wake up my grandmother.
Okay.
Aw.
I'm gonna roll a d20 for you.
Okay.
All right.
18.
Good one.
Okay.
All right. Jamia kind of groggily goes. She rubs her eyes a little bit, and then her eyes go wide. It's like, oh no, what time is it?
It's morning, Queen Jamia.
She lets out a sigh of relief. Good. We didn't miss anything.
What have you been researching all night?
It's not research, what you all said last night about Simula and how I could have helped with Jalaram's mother, I messed up big time, and this is my way of trying to make up for it.
What exactly are you reading through here?
It's not really a reading through, it's more of writing down what I know. She hands Phaetherin a piece of paper. It says, Table of Contents, Simula.
You've been writing a book of what your sister's capable of.
Yes, and as you can see, she coughs a little bit. It took me all night, but that's all I know, and oh gosh, I have a headache.
Did you get any sleep at all?
I don't think so, no.
Oh dear.
You need to rest.
What happened last night? I missed something.
Jalaram's mother was being held by succubi.
What?
Why didn't you tell us? That sounds dangerous.
You could have woken me up. You could have.
We were already there. We were already there by the time we knew. There was no time to send any. We were able to get out of there safely enough.
Was anybody hurt? No, just a lot of our pride.
Well, it would appear that Jaloram has had a very nasty dream in a very similar vein as Amber.
Yeah, he did.
Once again involving the warden trying to assert control through fear.
How bad was it this time?
I had to try and kill her.
You sound fairly jovial about that.
She looks up. She looks really groggy for a second. It's like, you had to kill your mother. It's how would he know about your? Well, he did kidnap her, but this is.
Are we so certain that it was the warden that's responsible for it? We do know we're being followed.
Yes, we
But
are
don't know
being
by whom.
followed. But something just occurred to me. Amber was the first to have this nasty dream, followed by Jaloram. Thinking back to our very first encounter with the warden, who was it that defied him first?
It was me.
And Jaloram, wasn't it? Because you two removed your collars. He's trying to reassert control because you two were the first to defy him. Isn't that what's going on here?
That does make sense. I mean,
That makes a disturbing amount of sense.
well,
Can I do a search check on the queen? She looks really bad.
All right, go for it.
Hold on. Roll.
oh, there you go.
Okay, there we go. It's like, yeah, you look at her and she just seems like she's got really baggy eyes. She's got really baggy eyes, and she just looks like hasn't had a lot of sleep. But you can tell that she's got like kind of a focus. Like this isn't the first time she's pulled an all-nighter. And then she gathers up all the papers and she hands them to Faye Thurin. Add knowledge simula to your skill list.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'll add that for you.
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
add
because
it.
I don't know how to. I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't want to mess something up.
Yeah, it's so yes. Whenever you feel like there's a situation that you think that simula might have a hand in, this is your point where you can do that.
Yay!
Huzzah!
Faye is the smart one.
Drinks all around.
Yes.
But speaking of drinks, I suggest.
But it's also a trained skill, so it's something you're gonna have to probably dump points in. And if the situation turns out to not be anything simula related, you could in fact feed the team bad information.
Mm-hmm.
So risk versus reward, basically.
Yes.
But that's how it is with any knowledge situation. So.
Speaking of drinks, I suggest, Jamia, you need coffee. I need some tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Let's head. I think we should head downstairs and be careful in case we bump into somebody.
Indeed. All right, so you're all leaving and getting breakfast.
Yeah.
Last one there is a rock dragon egg.
Oh, first one's gotta eat it.
Yourself. Oh,
All right.
come on! Boo!
All right.
What I get?
What are you doing? Wait, what was that?
What are we doing? What?
Getting breakfast.
We're getting breakfast. Okay.
All right, you're all getting breakfast. Okay, so everyone remove 10 from your gold from your inventory.
Oh,
Let's see if I can do that.
All right, I can remove it from your inventory.
I got it.
I got it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Does Cross have enough money for breakfast?
I'll live.
Yeah, but for
Do you
Amber,
have
Amber, you
money
have
for
to remove 30 because of your draconic
do.
nature.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I'm trying,
Yeah, I
can't.
can work up. I can do it.
Okay.
Do you have enough money for breakfast?
Yes, I do. It's all I have left. I'll live.
Then I'll pay for your breakfast.
Aww.
Very well then.
All right. Okay, so you all go for breakfast and you step out into Gatless Town.
Ah, what a lovely morning.
Well, I should probably head to the blacksmith. I believe my short sword should be ready.
I'd like to join you at the blacksmith, actually.
Don't we need to stop at did we pick up? I don't remember. Did we pick up the poison at the apothecary yesterday?
Yes.
What are we gonna do about the dragon scales?
Well,
That's what I want to ask the blacksmith about.
Yeah, come with me, Alan.
Okay.
Is that Majora's Mask music?
Yes.
I know he was playing some Sly Cooper music last
I
week.
played it last time.
I didn't catch it because my volume was too low.
Okay.
Oh,
anyways,
wait,
yeah.
Jay, you're going to the blacksmith. I'll join you.
Okay.
It seems like everyone's going to the blacksmith. Okay. You're just all heading.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Everyone's heading to the blacksmith.
La 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 la. Sorry.
Good morning.
The blacksmith looks up. He's like, "Oh, hey, it's you guys. Hey, what's going on?"
Not much. Headache.
This is an
Rough morning.
interesting shop.
I have very specific tastes.
I think I prefer the apothecary.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, sir. You have a very fine selection of weapons here.
He smiles. Oh, well, thank you. I assume you're here for your short sword?
Yes, I am.
He hands you your short sword back, and it now does... It now does... 2d4.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Helpful.
All right. Yeah. It's like, all right. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Owen, I think you have something that may interest him. Remember that whole dragon thing I talked about yesterday? Well, here's your
Yes.
proof.
He looks at you. Show him the dragon scales. All right. All right. He looks at that. He's like, oh my word.
Told you.
It's quite an epic battle.
Yeah, he looks at the dragon scales and he's like observing that. He's like studying them and appraising them. It's like, amazing. What am I supposed to do with this?
Well, we had some questions. Can you work dragon scales into armor?
He looks down and says, I could, but with this amount here, the most I could give you is like a pair of boots or gloves. I mean, I could, and it would also take like this is very hard stuff to work with. Like, it'd possibly take like a week.
We don't have the
15 pounds of dragon scales, and you can only make boots or gloves out of them.
He folds his hands. Excuse me, who is the blacksmith here? Would you like to take over my job for me? Thank you. It's like the years I have wasted away down here doing the thing that I love, and you just don't believe me. Okay. Yes, I'm feeling. I came down here to have a good time, and honestly, I'm feeling really attacked right now.
I apologize for my companion's behavior, sir. I don't think he quite understands how important this work is. Through your work, a lot of people actually survived death and also were able to, survive just about anything with your methods and weapons and armor.
And fend for themselves as well.
I'm going to make an out of game comment here. That is the distinct sound of butt kissing.
It's okay. The blacksmith side's like, all right. I guess I got a little angry too easily. It's but he reiterates, I'm sorry, but this is all I can. It's like a pair of boots or gloves is really all I can do with this. You obviously got this off a very young dragon, and the way this craft works, it's going to be. And it's also as this is going to take a week, it's going to be very, very expensive. I'm going to have to use a lot of materials. So unless you want to pay a ludicrous amount of money, I'm going to have to take half of it.
Could we perhaps maybe find them for other uses? Like, what other uses would you suggest?
Well, let's see. There's gloves, there's boots, there's not enough here for me to make armor. Other than that,
Perhaps something smaller.
like.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm just wondering if there's anything else that can be done with these.
Can dragon
Could you
scales
perhaps
be
make a-
can dragon
could
scales
you
be fashioned into weapons by any chance?
We were trying to say.
Unfortunately, no. It's. You could, but they wouldn't be very good weapons.
Wait, hang on a second. What about a sheath? Like for the short sword. That way, when I always put it in, it always sharpens on its way out. If that's possible.
It's very unorthodox, and I mean, you'd rather have a sheath for your sword rather than something that protects your feet or your hands. Who's breathing?
Sorry, I think that was me.
Bliss, would you mind muting?
Yeah, I'm trying to get her. Throw her out again.
Well,
Hey, cut!
I'm just trying to think who would benefit with some protective gloves.
I'm wondering, would it just be simpler to sell the
Depends on how much they're worth.
Well, how much are they worth if we were to sell them to you right now?
Sell them to me? Well, if you were to sell them to me, I'd give you about 400 gold for the whole lot.
Okay.
Dragon scales? I knew the blacksmith would want them.
That actually is useful because we're sort of short on cash right now.
Hang on a second. I pull everyone back for a second. All right, hang on a second. That's 400 for all of us if we split it evenly.
Divide by 8.
50 each.
That could work. That could work. Plus, we're going to probably need it for later endeavors.
Right.
I think that's probably the better option. What are everyone else thinking?
That sounds fine to me.
All in favor?
I have one more question I am curious about. What if instead of fashioning armor from scratch using these dragon scales, you were to upgrade a current set of armor with dragon scales? Would that be less complex and less expensive?
The blacksmith puts his hands to his chin. I suppose. Yeah, I could do that. It would be rather makeshift, and I would still have to take half of it as payment.
Okay.
I think we should go with selling them.
But if you're not creating an entire set of armor from scratch, I assume you would need less dragon scales overall. So I'm curious, like, say, how about a small shield? Would that make the shield stronger, and would you have enough scales to do for the shield and still have half left over for your own uses?
I could. It would be much less powerful if I were to make a full shield, but yes, I could do that.
I am curious exactly how much of a difference it would make, because I'm right now leaning more towards selling, but I would like to satisfy my curiosity first.
Well, it would make your shield considerably stronger, but not as much as if it were completely made from it.
Right. As of now, the small steel shield I've got adds 2 armor class. How much armor would it add if we were to apply scales to it?
I'm sorry, armor class? What on earth are you talking about?
How do I phrase this question then?
Just ask the DM.
Okay, ask the DM. How much of a difference would it make?
I can't tell you.
You can't tell me. So we have to figure it out for ourselves.
How much would it enhance his armor if you were to apply the dragon scales to it?
For example, what compared to now, what could it withstand?
Well, his shield right now, if I'm appraising it correctly, you could probably take a hit from, like, if someone threw a cannonball at it. But if I were to reinforce it, it could probably take a hit from a battering ram.
Dang.
That is significant. Goodness. Okay.
Especially with some hard-hitting enemies later.
Yeah, we are gonna run into harder-hitting enemies, but is it really worth not having the 400 gold just so one character can have a higher armor class?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think it would benefit all of us as opposed to one person.
Considering we'll be splitting the gold amongst all of us, I think it'd be better if we actually sell it. That way we all benefit from the situation.
Yeah,
I'll take your word for it then. Perhaps we'll come across something later on that will enhance the tank's armor. We don't have to have it something right now.
We could always get him pussy. I mean, what?
Wait, what? What'd you say about me?
Nothing.
All right.
So welcome aboard, Sweetie Bloom.
All right.
Yeah,
well then.
my pass up somewhere.
Hang on. It's I'm gonna introduce your character a little bit later. But anyways, so you're gonna sell it?
Yes.
I think that's the consensus that we're gonna sell it.
All right. Everyone, add 40 gold. Add 50 gold to your inventory.
All right.
Excellent.
Back up to 80. Ooh, actually, before we go, I've got. Would you know if the general store has a sewing kit?
I'd be very surprised if they didn't.
All right. Yes. I think we should probably head to that because I kind of want to make sure that we have like my tent has an opening for later.
Oh, okay. I don't want to know, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it has it.
DM, would you kindly add the coins for me?
I did.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Thank you very much for the sword and for the gold, and hope you have some fun with the dragon scales.
Oh, I will. All right, so you guys heading to the general store?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, you head over to the general store, and you see the little gnome on the standing behind the desk. It's you guys! I found the chair early this time.
That's good.
Quick question: do you have a sewing kit by any chance?
Yes. He hops down from his chair and he starts digging around below. A sewing kit is hurled up and lands perfectly on the desk. Got it.
2 points.
Oh, you're funny. All right. That'll be about 20 gold.
I'm sorry. What? 20 gold for a sewing kit?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the wrong price. I'm sorry. That would be 2 gold. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Scare me for a second. Okay. I'm paying. So I'm down to 78.
Sorry, didn't carry the one.
Thank you very much. Anything else we need?
What else are those books in the corner?
Yes, they are.
Books.
Here we go again.
Books.
Anyone gonna stop her?
I would.
I'm not gonna stop for this time.
I'll do a spot check whether to take a look at the books.
I want to do a search check on the
I'll
shelf.
do a search check on the books too.
Yep. 11.
Wow, we all rolled pretty much the same thing.
All right. Well, you all look at the bookshelf, and nothing really like catches your eye.
Yep, those are books, all right.
Oh darn. Let's see. I'm just still looking at. I'm just double checking what I have.
Do you have a map?
Jamia looks at you.
Oh right. No, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Let's see.
We've had a few things happen in the last few days.
Indeed, we have.
I'm just looking through my equipment.
Do you perchance have any spare clothes for sale in case it gets cold at night?
You could all. Well, I do have cloaks, but I'm not sure why you would need it. I mean, you always got a fire. You usually could get a fire going, can't you?
Yeah, it's fair.
Do you not see my dress?
Oh my. Well, if we're talking about fire, I hate to brag, but hi.
Yeah. Let's see. Just double. Actually, I kind of need 2 more flasks.
All right. There's a 1 gold each.
All right.
I'll take a flask as well.
All right. Thank
All right.
you.
Everyone.
Yes, me as well.
All right. Everyone who wants to buy flasks, subtract 1 gold for each flask.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Subtract 1.
I'll buy 5.
Okay.
What?
Unfortunately,
Just a nice
Rose, you are
even
not here. You are not here at the moment.
Darn.
Okay. Yeah.
So down to 76.
Do we add flasks to our inventory?
If you are buying flasks, subtract 1 gold for each flask that you're buying.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Go by
I know that I'm watching your sheets. I know if you're cheating.
Oh, what's this? Oh, I suddenly have 500 gold now. How did that happen?
I'm gonna buy 3.
I think
How much do the flasks weigh each?
They weigh half a pound.
Oh, that's it.
So I'm gonna put 3 in mine. Half a pound each?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
All right. And Jamia looks around. Jamia looks around and says, "All right, I think we're really burning daylight here, and we should probably go."
We need to collect Rose from the stables.
On that note, Rose actually walks in.
Yay! Hi.
Hey, Rose!
Oh,
Sleep well?
look, we found her.
I don't
It's,
think I
She went off early in order to find because Shiloh was chasing something and she couldn't figure out what it was.
Was it her tail?
Can I find
I face palm.
You go to the corner.
Okay.
Milo is smarter than that, mister.
Zowie.
What's this?
Is it my animal companion?
All right. Wow. All right. So you guys are done. If you guys are done with the flasks, we are going to move on.
Yep.
Okay, we're moving on.
Ah,
Ooh.
Okay.
What?
And you thought I have a problem, Fairy.
I assume this is the front gate of the city.
Yep. Yes, this is the
There we go.
front
Oh,
gate.
you sleep.
Wait, did we even get breakfast?
We
Yeah,
did.
we
Yeah,
ate.
yeah, you did.
No, we
Oh,
spent 10 gold each, remember?
Yeah, I had to pay 3 times as much, remember?
I'm sure I can
That you
grab
buy a
some.
flask for 1 gold and a sewing kit for 2 gold. I have to imagine that 10 gold for breakfast is a very hearty breakfast.
Indeed it was.
Yeah.
anyway.
So yes.
Pancakes.
Nom nom.
Lucid,
Where
good
is
morning.
All right. There's a stable outside each of these hub worlds, so to speak. Jamia is saying this. All right. We can either all go by individual horse, which would be faster, or we could go by carriage, which would be safer. I'm leaning towards the carriage, but I'm open to suggestions.
Carriage would probably be safer given.
I don't
Given
think a
how
lot of us have riding skill. We need everybody to have riding skill in order to be competent on horseback.
Very true.
Yeah, my
Well,
right.
I have a decent ride.
That's
cool right in Shiloh.
Yeah, Rose, you can ride Shiloh, right?
Carriage.
I
Perhaps we could save money on a horse.
I mean, I could try to carry a few of you, but we all know what happened to Cross when we tried that.
Yeah, I think we'd all need a ride check. Oh, okay. I think we'd all need a ride check in order for that to work.
Well,
This
let's not do it
man
right.
walks up. You guys thinking about purchasing a carriage ride or renting a horse?
Yes.
How much would
Yes,
it be
sir.
for the carriage?
The carriage ride is the carriage ride is 100 gold pieces. A horse can hold 2 people, and it's 75.
Oh.
With this many people, that would be very expensive.
Let's take the carriage. Even I will concede that that is the wiser option.
Better safe than sorry.
And I do want to see if I can save money on how many horses usually go with a carriage for this many people.
2 horses. Two horses.
Yeah, it'd probably be off balance if I tried to have Shiloh carry be one of the horses. So I'll just ride with Shiloh along next to the carriage.
All right.
Oh, all right. All right. So, you got the money?
It was 100 total or 100 each?
Oh, 100 total. No, I'm not trying to rip you
heart
off.
attack.
I'm not gonna try and rip you all off.
I can contribute 25 gold.
I can do the same. I think. Yeah, I can do the same.
Jamia walks over. You guys, all of you have paid enough. I'll cover this.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Your Highness.
She pays for the entire thing.
Thank you,
Thank you, Your Highness.
Thank you.
Thank you. What?
It's Your Highness?
I get a quick 2 bluff check.
Okay.
And was it 14?
Sorry, I got an error on my end. What did I miss?
It's 14.
Some people have big mouths.
Very nice.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you saying, Jalaram?
We just mean her in high respect. I mean, we respect her as like this motherly figure. So we respect, Your Highness as in, a broad sense of a term. We actually mean, Your Highness as in queen.
Oh, so it's like a little pet name, is it? That's cute.
Yeah.
I feel this calls for a Lucy.
Oh, I can't help but snicker a bit next to Ivan.
And I'm just holding Lucid's beak shut.
And I am hiding behind the dwarf.
You hear
I'm
Lucid.
distancing myself.
You hear your sounds coming from Lucid.
It's like,
Yes, Lucy, we love you too.
I look to Jamia like I know I'm so giving the looks like I'm so sorry.
I don't know these people.
Yeah, well, I think, and then Jamia smiles sweetly. It's like, well, I think we all have a lot to talk about during our carriage ride over.
Yes, we do.
Is it too late to get separate rides?
Carriage and let's talk about our journeys, please.
All right, you all headed to the carriage.
Okay, who do I smack?
Ivan.
Ivan?
No!
Why Ivan?
Oh, I know what
So,
Nope.
all right.
Ah.
I also recall a certain Cross calling her by her real name in the general store yesterday. We did not think this through and think of an alias for our leader.
We can call her Gem.
Gem is her name.
Sorry.
What is her name?
No, I understood that reference.
Yeah, I know.
Gem and the other guys.
Jamia raises an eyebrow. I assume there's a reference I'm not getting.
And
You could say that.
it's a Gatless Town thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's an inside joke.
all right.
So sorry about the pet thing.
Well, if it keeps us alive, I think we can. I think all things are allowed.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Well, Jamia leans back and she rubs her eyes a little bit. All right. I still do believe I owe you some explanations and talking tos. So if there's anything you want to, anything in general you want to ask me about Simula, well, we definitely have a long carriage ride.
So, how many pages did you fill that compendium?
I'm pretty sure I'd read. You could write a book, a lot of books about my sister, and everything that Fairthurn is holding right now. It's the abridged version.
And this is still quite expansive.
I have a question.
This is consuming.
Yes.
I don't understand how a family member could betray one so much. What happened between you two?
You'd be surprised what family does.
Yes,
Yeah,
don't-
Jamia sighs. It's like, oh, I was afraid of this question. Simula has, ever since we were young, she was different, I suppose. Whenever she spoke with people, friends, acquaintances, politicians, me, she always had this fake smile on her face. I mean, I like to believe in the best in people, but even I could tell something was off. Whenever she turned away, she'd scowl, like there was something, I don't know, offending her about everyone. I could never figure it out. The years flew by, and I grew up always knowing that she found everything around her detestable, including me. I tried my best to make her happy and bond with her, I'd spend time with her, talk with her, we'd play together. She'd always say the sweetest things to me to my face, but I always knew the instant she'd turn away, she'd be scowling. Even when we ascended to the throne, I'd made sure to try and spend time with her, to make time for her. And I wanted to make her happy, and despite her telling me she was happy, I knew better than that. I'm sorry. That got a little.
No.
Did you ever ask her to talk with you about this? Because if you knew something was up, surely you should have brought it up at some point.
I did bring it up, and she always smiled that fake smile and said, "Oh no, everything's fine." It broke my heart every time I looked at it.
Yeah, that's usually a sign that something's really wrong.
If she doesn't even want to discuss it with her own family, that must mean there's something really wrong with her.
Was there ever a time she wasn't like that?
Oh, I suppose when we were like really, really young. I mean, there were a couple times when we'd roleplay, perhaps. That we'd roleplay some adventures, and when we stopped, I suppose. That's when it that's not really when it began, but it's when it got worse.
Do you think that the time that she felt happy, this whole roleplay thing, do you think she hasn't left that mindset yet?
It's a possibility. We're not really gonna know unless we actually ask her.
Well,
I'm no therapist. It's like I'm only going off what I observed.
Well, if this whole thing is a game to her, then wouldn't it make sense to find a way to, and she is essentially okay, let's put this in a broader sense. She is the master over our pawns, our game pieces. She's basically controlling everything that is going on, whether it's throwing a monster at us or throwing guards at us or directing us into where we should be going. Do you think if we if we find a way to beat the game, her game, it'll snap her? She'll come to her senses.
Jaminia's eyes widen a little bit, and you see a smile begin to tug at her mouth. So, you really think that'll work?
I'm throwing a shot in the dark here, but it's the best thing I can think of at the moment.
I'll take anything to get my sister back.
You know, a thought occurred to me. Just a shot in the dark, as you said, but after having a nightmare myself, and you receiving a nightmare, I wonder if somebody could be affecting her in the same way. I don't know. Sleep, dragon thoughts. Ignore me.
Well, if you want to make notes and theories, I won't stop you, but I think it's best to not. Well, we should keep an open mind, and we should keep track of our theories and thoughts and speculations. And when more information presents itself, we should revise them, because I don't think we can make any safe conclusions now.
So, how much farther till Solania?
I think
we're about halfway there. You know, I'm actually getting a little bored.
Can I ask
Ivan.
Yes?
Do you think you can play a little tune for us?
Oh, with pleasure.
All right.
Let's see another natural 20.
I know, right?
Let's see.
You may be able to redeem yourself.
Close enough!
That's all right.
He didn't actually. His actual die was pretty low. He's just OP in performance.
He just has a lot of skill points, that's all.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, not complaining. I wish I could.
You feel like playing a little more darker. For some reason, you feel like playing a darker and bouncier tune.
up with the music.
You begin to weave a tale about a line of vampire hunters. They train from generation to generation in preparation for the rise of an evil vampire king. We talk about the difficulty.
This game came out before most of you were born.
This was back when hearts were used for currency and ammunition. Everybody.
What song is it? I can't hear.
Castlevania.
It's from the original Castlevania, but it's been
No.
redone so many times.
It's an acoustic version of Castlevania. Yes.
That is amazing.
Back in the
Yes,
time when the Belmonts were young.
several of you are bobbing your heads, saying, "Oh yes, this is very interesting. I like it. I like the tale you're reading." And other people are actually a little bit. It actually frustrates other people because they're feeling like these characters are facing unnecessary difficulties.
Is this subtle foreshadowing that we might be running into night terrors at some point in the near future?
Oh,
I think we already did have it.
Jamia, may I ask a question?
Oh yes, you may.
When were you afflicted with lycanthropy?
When I was very young. In fact, I actually don't think I remember.
Were no attempts made to cure the condition?
No one really knew other than me and my sister.
You hid it from your people?
Well, yes.
Well,
Grimjaw was correct. Yet you can't be a violent beast and still be on the throne. It's as many strides as we made towards being as many strides as we made towards being a little more open-minded. There are still some prejudices that still linger.
But I don't understand. You freed us all back at the arena. You told me to bite down on your collar, and you were still a werewolf. How's this possible?
A lot of focus.
Well, you seem to be able to control yourself fine.
I can control myself fine, but I'm not the one you need to convince of that.
what about your parents?
Her face falls. They're not around anymore.
I'm sorry.
That you and or your sister have the throne. I imagine not around is an understatement.
It's okay. I lost my master too. He was like a parent.
And I don't have. Well, I'm glad my mom's fine and well, but my dad, we don't have a very good relationship.
I never knew my parents.
Fortunate to lose my father.
I don't have a family. At least I don't think I do. I don't remember.
I kind of just go wherever the wind takes me.
Something on your mind, Cross?
What?
Just actually has me thinking of quite a few things from home.
You want to
You
share?
haven't told us anything about your home. You keep on bragging and boasting, and we really don't know anything about you yourself.
There's a lot that I haven't told to, well, any of you.
And I'm pretty sure you have your reasons for not doing so.
Somewhat. It's a little complicated. But
Jamia puts her hand on your shoulder. You don't have to say anything you don't want to say. No, I'm not going to judge you.
Neither will
I know what lost feels like. I used to have a team. I know that I've mentioned this team of mine, but they're not here anymore. There was a battle about 2 years ago. My team and I, well, we ran into some trouble, a trap from a tribe, and I was the only one that made it out. That's why I stopped being a captain.
What? Wait, you were in charge of a battalion?
Yes. Captain Cross Doggo. That's what they used to say. They called me the Black Arrow. It's an old nickname, but every time I think of it, every time I think of them. And it's funny now that we're here, when I look at all of you, I'm reminded so much of them. I apologize at first if it seemed I wanted to take charge and lead you all out of that hole, that prison that we were in, but now I see that we work better as a team, not through one person leading us, but how well all of us seem to get along with each other. To be honest, it reminds me a lot of when I first started out. I was not. I am nowhere near as good as I was back then, I guess. I've gotten older. A lot of things I've forgotten. But coming home, I think, will be, for the first time in, I want to say, 2 years. I left when my teammates were killed in action. I haven't been back since.
Jamia looks off to the side. Kumquat.
What?
Again?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry. It's just it's one of the being a queen is sometimes a very lonely and depressing job. It's very stressful, and just to cope with despair was usually just to say a funny word.
Soup.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Cross. I like complicated. Makes humans more interesting.
You travel along until the sun begins to set. You come
Looks like
across
it's getting dark.
a cabin on the edge of the woods. It seems well kept. Do you want to keep going, or are you going to take a break?
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
My legs hurt. I need to stretch them.
Might as well.
Might need to flap my wings a little too.
Well,
Yeah.
first we have to determine if anyone's actually living there.
Yeah, well, let's not
That
bark.
would be best.
Let us
Uh,
Ivan politely knock on the door.
That's
Well,
the
I'm
power
just
package.
gonna check first to see if there are any lights on first.
Sure.
Search check.
There's check.
Wouldn't that be a
Sure.
spot check?
Spot check. Whichever is the highest modifier for you.
Okay, well, search check for me then.
1 minute. It's like you're on the outskirts of the Selenia forest, and that's what you see.
Okay.
Ah. I don't recall this being here.
Bush sculptures. Why?
I definitely don't remember this.
What a very well kept topiary garden.
Yeah, I'm good.
Almost a tale of what we've been through.
Yeah, just double check, make sure there's no magic in there, because I'm pretty sure those things can come to life.
No, I'm sure we'll be ready for it.
Everyone hops out of the carriage.
Cowabunga.
Ah,
I would hop off of Shannon.
I can smell the forest air from here.
It
All right,
has
there's
been
a sign.
quite a long time.
Okay, so who rolled their spot checks?
I did.
I did.
I did.
I can't
I
roll a
did.
spot check.
Jalarum,
Oh, right.
Jalarum. Yeah, out of the corner at the top of the cottage, you see something that's you see a sign that says Selenia Forest Checkpoint.
Ah,
Oh.
There's a sign below it that says "Out to gather food. Be back shortly."
Oh, okay. Fair point. All right, fair enough.
Can I search the?
And you see another sign below it that says you can come inside, just don't break anything.
All right.
Okay.
You said
Okie dokie.
All right.
So y'all gonna go in?
I believe can.
I
Yeah.
think I think we should go.
sure.
Yep.
No, actually,
It's something wrong, Faye?
I suppose that I've just been suspicious. We've run into several things that have not been as simple as they appear.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I can always do it. Just I can always check to make sure there's no traps or anything.
Should we do a trap check and a magic check?
Yeah, I can do that. Nope,
Be my guess.
All right, so that's a +9 for me. And searching for traps. Ooh, nice one, 26.
That's a good one.
You look around, and you actually do detect traces of magic.
Ooh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I'm not really good with magic traps because.
Should I roll a knowledge arcana, or is it
Well, first you need to start with a detect magic spell to determine where it's coming from.
I could do that.
Hey.
Okay.
All right, Ivan, you're gonna do that? Okay.
I'll do detect magic.
Okay. You cast your detect magic spell, and you're going to have to roll a perform check because the thing is your magic is dependent upon the playing of your lute.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay, so we're all going to find everything instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
We'll see.
Ding, 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 ding.
There
you go.
All right.
Okay.
That's the absolute worst you can get without failing.
True.
Okay. So. All right. You begin to play a gentle little tune. Your fingers are a little tired from playing the previous song, but you're able to do this one just fine. You do detect magic coming from the door.
Ah.
That's strange.
Unfortunately, magic traps are not my forte.
Well, now's probably the time for knowledge arcana.
Yeah.
Be
This
careful,
is my
Faye, we
area of
don't know what is on that door.
Good one.
All right, knowledge arcana. All right. You begin to study this, and you look at the door, and it doesn't seem to be of wholly malevolent origin. It seems to be very passive informational magic.
Do we do a gather information check?
That's not gonna work.
There's no way to gather information.
More like one of us just goes through the door and sees what happens, kind of thing.
I'll go through.
What I would
I nominate Owen.
is
Nominate me.
Gem go.
Very well. I will be the one to go through the door.
Good luck, Owen.